Welcome back. It's 11 minutes after 8 o'clock. Father's Day just around the corner. It is this Sunday, and we've got a gift for dads, some great money advice. Financial professional Paul Durso from Durso Capital Management here with a money due list.
Yes.
For dads. Morning, Paul. Good to see you here this morning. This is really good, and you know, I think this is important that dads and mothers as well talk to their children about finances, and the earlier the better, would you say?
Yeah, so I have 5 different kind of age categories that we want to talk about. The first is babies.
Babies. So you actually talk to babies about...
Well, not necessarily talk, but this is more of a reminder to parents because, you know, these babies do grow up into an adult.
Yes, they do.
And they can have a lot of expenses along the way. And the biggest and probably the largest expense is college.
Yes.
And statistics state that a baby today, when they get ready to hit college, it could cost several hundreds of thousands.
I know, it's ridiculous. It's crazy how much the cost of college has risen in the last 30 years.
Yeah, and I don't think it's going to slow down. So it's important you have some sort of plan that you start while they're babies, saving for college for when they ultimately get there, so you have some money to help pay for that.
Wow, and that's so important to do. And sometimes it's tough, though, to look 25 years down the road, 18 years down the road to see that, but if you start, you'll be so glad that you did. All right, what about then you're adventuring into adulthood? What's that about?
Well, adulthood, before we get there, I want to talk about toddlers really quick. I have this really cool piggy bank that I use for my kids, and this is where great teaching and conversations can be had for kids. And I have this really cool piggy bank. There's 3 sections to it. It's a spend section, a save section, and a give section that helps my kids learn the importance of compartmentalizing their money early. And we've had some awesome conversations about it because like the save and the give categories are a little more challenging than the spend category, because the spend they can take and buy whatever they want. But the give and the save are meant for something else, you know, longer term or to give away. And those are pretty tough conversations to have with a toddler.
That is a really terrific idea, though, because I love putting money in this bank right here. Okay, we've got about a minute, and I didn't mean to skip over the toddlers, but talk about going into adulthood now.
Well, adulthood is a tough. I'm a family guy, but this one might sound like I'm not, because sometimes our kids, our adult children, get in situations where they need help from mom and dad.
Yes, it's true.
And mom and dad have to be very careful to not bankrupt their future over helping their kids.
Interesting. All right, and dad's tough talk?
You know, we offer a service with our clients. You never want to find yourself in a situation where you're grieving the loss of a loved one and you have no idea where their investments or assets or beneficiaries are. So the service we provide, which you don't have to go through us, but you can get it anywhere, where you can just organize assets online, have your beneficiaries, or have a book at home.
So people will know where. That could be some trouble. And what about grandpa's gifts?
You know, I know grandparents love to give gifts to their kids. Just make sure you give responsibly at times, like 529. Help mom and dad pay for college for your grandchild, or just give a gift with purpose, not just clothes or something fun.
Well, I can tell you this is great advice, especially about starting to save for college even before that child is born. Makes a big difference, doesn't it?
Yes.
Paul Durso, thank you so much. Some great advice there. We'll get this on WBTV.com as well. Paul, thanks for being with us, and we'll be right back. It's 14 minutes after 8 o'clock.